Hey everybody, Johnny with A Complete Lawn Care. Thanks for stopping by, checking out the video. Please note that anything that's said in this video is of my own opinion. It is not anything factual. It's just what I believe personally because of things that I've experienced or used. This video is about two things that I personally feel every single business owner should own. Two pieces of equipment. And it can be any business you have, any business whatsoever, you should still have these two things. The first thing would be a GPS tracker. Now this plugs into the OBD2. It can give you maintenance alerts. It could give you hard braking alerts, speeding alerts, all kinds of alerts. The biggest thing is it tracks your mileage, and which is really good because if you forget to write it down or you can't find your pad in your car or whatnot when you start doing your mileage and everything, it will actually, at the end of the year or whenever you want to look at it, you can actually see from the start on this certain date to the end. You can run reports and everything. The company that I use is called Links Up. They charge about, there you go. They charge about $25 a month for the service. It is a 2-year contract, so if you're going to get into it, please make sure you focus in on that 2 years that you're going to have with them. But it's a really, really great thing to have, especially if you have more trucks, more employees, and employees take the vehicles home or whatnot. You can set the geo tracking around that vehicle so that if they ever leave outside that geo tracking, it automatically sends you a text alert, an email alert, and you can focus and see where they're at. Now it's real time. But real time in real life with some of these companies, it's every 2 minutes it'll update, but it'll also show exactly where it goes. It'll have that path every 2 minutes. It stamps it. It tells you the mileage. It tells you the location via the longitude and latitude. So it's a really good thing to have. You can get cheaper ones elsewhere. I don't really have a certain brand. I've used a few different companies. Links Up I found to be most user friendly. When you go online and go to the web and you log in and everything, they are like the most user friendly. It's easy to follow. You can assign each one to driver 1, driver 2, or Ford, Chevy, whichever you want to assign it to. So yeah, definitely check those out for any business owner, especially if you're writing off miles on your taxes. You can actually write this and the payments you make for this off. So keep that in mind as well. Even if you're just driving around to Goodwill and doing, resell stuff, buying stuff and then reselling it in a thrift store or online or something. You always want to keep track of that because your time is money. Your miles are money as well. So the second thing that I think everybody should own, not just business owners, but for business owners, it's really good. And that would be a dash cam. And the reason why it's perfect for this is because, especially if you have a commercial vehicle and you're not registering it as commercial, some insurance companies will not pay your claim unless you have evidence. And a dash cam will always have evidence. Whenever I get into a situation where I have to have my dash cam, and let me tell you, my dash cam has gotten me out of traffic tickets where a cop pulls me over saying that I ran through a stop sign, and I have it on my dash cam that I stopped at that stop sign and didn't run through it. Speeding, I've gotten tickets for speeding, and I take their ticket and the timestamp that's on that, and I would range out the timestamp because it also displays in your video your speed. Now I have the Rexing brand. It was given to me as a gift. It is a very, very, very great camera. It's featherweight. It's probably lighter than a kitten, to be honest with you. I think I have a phone that's heavier than this. But it also has a back camera. So this would slide in, you've got your front camera here, but then there's another port on this side that can run a smaller camera all the way to the back. I have the V1 LG brand, model number. It was about 150 bucks, 125 bucks or something. I'll put the link down into the description so you guys can see it. But this is the back cam that it comes with. I have never installed it. But I'm going to, and you can get a front view and a back view, and I never really felt that I needed to, but I am in the state of Florida and people are so happy here, so they'll run into the back end of you and try and say it was your fault and all that other good stuff. So this right here, it captures just about everything. If they're on their cell phone and not paying attention, this will capture it. Florida's really bad with stuff like that. You have a few options at hooking it up. There's the hard wiring, which is through the power point. And if you use the power point, this will run 24 hours a day without shutting off. But if you hardwire it into your system, basically it plugs in, it replaces a fuse. It's a 10 amp fuse. You plug it in, and anytime you start your car, this will come on. Anytime you turn your car off, this will go off. Now, I own a lawn care business, and the reason why this is great for me is because I can move it around. And that's the reason why I'm going to use the back camera, because that way the back camera will take photos or videos of my trailer. I literally had a guy in Tampa crossing the street while I was stopped in traffic in the middle lane. If anybody from Tampa knows Hillsborough Avenue, it's 3 lanes. I'm stuck in the center and my equipment wasn't locked up. Guy came across the street, took my equipment off my rack and ran with it. Well, I can't go anywhere. I'm stuck in traffic. However, the same guy the next day tried to sell me my equipment back. I had a different camera at that time that did have a back camera, and I caught him that way. I've also had it to where I've backed into my driveway and it's continuously running, and I caught the guy stealing my neighbor's bicycle. It's great quality. It's very affordable. You never have to pay for anything outside of any kind of like subscription or anything like that. It's straight SD card. So you've got the little SD card in here, and you can put that directly to your computer. The best thing that I've got is it rotates every 18 hours. It'll rewrite. I think if you go to a lower quality, you can rewrite it every 24 hours. But again, the Rexine brand itself, of the mini cameras that I've used for dash cams, it's one of the best qualities that I personally feel. It's one of the best qualities. It's easy to use, and they've really got their stuff together. You can turn off the voice so it doesn't hear me. And in the state of Florida, you can't use voice anyway. It's illegal to use voice. You can only use video. So those are the two things that I personally feel that every business owner should have as part of their list, part of their equipment. And those are some of the things that you should have first and foremost, but above anything else, because you want your assets to be safe. You want your truck to be safe for any accidents. If somebody runs into you on the side, it'll pick it up. Everything in this, it's amazing. It's got like a 130-degree view. I caught coming home from Tampa one night. I caught an accident where a car slammed into the back of another one, flipped over and started sliding down the interstate because the car it hit didn't have headlights or anything on. So that video was used. I've had some other instances where my videos were able to be used to help investigators. So it's a great thing to have, but mainly for yourself and your own protection of your own stuff. Again, I will put the links for the camera, not necessarily the GPS. The GPS, like I say, it's really all a matter of researching. If you're interested in me finding something that's comparable to this one, just leave me a comment. I'll do my best research and I can get back to you on that. Please like and follow. I'll have some more videos coming up in the future. I think one of the ones I'm going to do is my lawnmowers, which I prefer the sit down or the stand up. Some products I use and stuff like that. I've got some people asking me about that. Property preservation versus personal clients versus commercial clients. So just stay in touch. Hit that like button. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Have a good night.